first live stream on my new channel. So I just wanted to say good evening to everybody, and sitting here waiting for the Phils to come on with hopefully another amazing night. Um, we took 2 out of 3 from the Oakland Athletics. We took game 1 against the New York Mets, which was a phenomenal comeback. But one thing I do have to say, my good buddy Vic. Vic, don't worry about it. I love the Phillies. I love you, brother. I just like to break balls. Always been a good Phillies fan for many, many years. But the difference between you and I is I look at things realistically. I get it, diehard fans live and die by, we got to win, this and that. But it, you take this season a little bit more in stride when you can just say, you know what, I'm going to do this game by game. And rightfully so. But anyway, yeah, my channel is in full effect. Again, my first live stream. So if anybody, I see we got somebody tuned in, jump on here if you have any questions, you want to chat about anything. As you can see, by my earlier video today, I did a little bit of trout fishing, helped that one dude out who had that huge palomino. That's how I watch any game. Yeah, Dave. How did you see my channel, buddy? I'm just trying to get to know all my viewers now. My wife's actually at the game with my son. My brother won tickets to the Phillies on some radio show or something like that. So they're sitting in the 200 level. And one of the things was I was talking about to my wife earlier. If you remember Veteran Stadium, if you're young enough, the 200 level, I think, what's it, quote me if I'm wrong, was it 100 level and 200 in Veteran Stadium? Or was it 200 at the bottom? I can't really, I think it might have been 100. Ah, cool, the Mummer story. If you're a Mummer, dude, jump on, man. What band are you with? I know I interviewed guys from Woodland, a couple guys from South Philly String Band. So I was talking with my good friend Ryan McKelvey, if you know him from South Philly String Band. I told him it's been a little bit slow, and he said it's everybody's off season. Oh, you're with the Holy Rollers. Now, I'm not familiar with the Holy Rollers. Are they, are you guys a comic? Like, where's the Holy Rollers fall in? And I do remember seeing you guys, though. I remember seeing you guys on the New Year's Day. But, Dave, I actually had another channel, and I'm not sure if my other channel I just started. You know what? I don't think I was doing the Mummers yet. I had another channel, and what happened was there was a guy who didn't like one of my videos, and he made a complaint. A comic's cool. But this one guy made a complaint about my videos, and I'm sure we're all aware of cancel culture, and how a lot of people get upset now, they get butthurt and stuff like that. Well, anyway, with that being said, my channel was cut off, and I lost a lot of great videos. I did fishing videos, I did hunting videos, I did my alma mater North Catholic videos. A lot of soccer videos of my kids growing up, videos down the shore. All those, my wife's actually sending me pictures, probably her, from inside the stadium. But anyway, I want to get on here, and I was doing live streams before, and I really enjoyed them because, you can interact with everybody like we're doing right now. So, shit. But it's back to day work for me tomorrow. Yeah, Dave, if you ever want, just let me know, dude. We'll, no interviews ever too late. since I wasn't getting any of the trout guys, or I'm sorry, any of the mummers guys on, I started doing trout anglers, and I got a couple guys. But anyway, here's a question for you. What do you think about the Alec Baum lip reading thing? About he really effing hates this place. I think the issue. I mean, number one, he's a young kid. He's a young kid just coming into Philadelphia, and he truly hasn't really experienced the fans. If you're going to be an everyday player, really isn't. And one thing I do have to say though is he manned up. And if you're going to be in Philadelphia, the best thing he could have done was man up, say what he, admit about what he said, and, say, hey, look, I had a bad game. He got caught in a moment. Let me tell you, the perfect thing that guy could have ever said. But anyway, yeah, so just figured I would jump on here with my first live stream. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more live streams, maybe once a week. Don't know if I'm set on a specific day yet. But, yeah, so just wanted to jump on and let everybody know Johnny Belize. And the way I came up with Johnny Belize is because that's where I'm going to be retiring to sooner. My wife and I purchased land in Central America. Hey, Mace, you want to say hi to everybody? Mace, you want to say hi to everybody? Mace? We just took a, let's see. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this question. Let's go back to the Super Bowl with the Eagles. And when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, if you remember correctly, Nick Foles was up on the podium, and so was Carson Wentz. I watched Carson Wentz's face. He was happy, but he wasn't fully happy. And with that being said, I believe he knew he was going to lose the team. Now, we're starting to slowly find out that, there was words that he might not have been a good leader and this and that. But I think the fact that Nick Foles did what he did, I think it really screwed Carson Wentz's mind up. Because I don't think he can quarterback anymore. Unless he gets with a really good team and really gets his confidence back, I think he's screwed. I really think he's screwed. Because I don't see you having an MVP season like Carson Wentz was having, and then he got hurt, unfortunately, against the Rams. And then, it took him, I don't know how long it was when he came back, but, yeah, he just wasn't himself. And I think the Eagles, I mean, I'm not, a pro sports guy and analyzer altogether. I just call it how I see it. But I think if they could have continued to build around him, I think he could have still been good. But it is what it is. I do think Jalen Hurts isn't the answer, although I will give him another year. Yeah, Carson Wentz could, I mean, he's got a lot of years left. If you think about it, a lot of good quarterbacks didn't make late runs. I mean, look at Rich Gannon, all the years he played, and then towards the end of his career with the Los Angeles Raiders, I think they made a serious run. But the quarterback, I mean, they were like a dime a dozen now. I mean, think about it years ago. Like, the Dan Marinos, the Jim Kellys, the Troy Aikmans, the Randall Cunninghams, Jim McMahons. Now it's like it's the quarterback position is tough. Like, I'm not a Tom. I can't stand Tom Brady, but I'm going to admit one thing: the man is good. And he proved that, I mean, the Patriots are a phenomenal team. I mean, Bill Belichick, give this guy kudos. He knows when to pick up people. He knows when to cut people. But the fact that Tom Brady was able to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and do what he did, kudos to him. But my question is, when Tom Brady retired, did he think he was going to go to another team, or what was the deal?
Well, it's just odd because when you think of stars or superstars,
Yeah, no, no, he did.
good always happens.
But one thing Carson Wentz did not call, which I think will always be,
And then he comes
and forever Nick Foles thing, is the Philly.
he never left. That shows how
That
good.
I mean, you saw when Foles went to the side, he says to Peterson, "Let's do Philly," and Peterson was like, "Yeah, let's do it, let's do it." So I was working that night actually when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and I was working on South Street, and when the Patriots had the ball and they were driving, I I kept saying they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. Tom Brady's gonna pull another rabbit out of his hat. We're gonna lose. You know, it's a typical Philly thing, and we pulled it out, man. Pulled it out. So, but let's mention this one: the Flyers blow. I was a huge Flyers fan. Loved the Flyers. But I'm going to tell you where that all changed. My thought process with the Flyers all changed when they got rid of Kate Smith statue. That was, I think, the beginning in Philadelphia of the cancel culture era. They bailed down to all these people, the leftists, and they got rid of Kate Smith because of a song that she didn't even write. You know, it's bullshit. So honestly, I believe if their old owner was alive, oh Christ, I'm gonna get struck by lightning. I can't remember his name. I'm drawing a brain for it. That would have never happened. I believe Ed Snyder. If Ed Snyder was alive, the Kate Smith statue would have never. Yeah, exactly. The person who you're 100% right, and she sung it, and she took the fall for it. But if Ed Snyder was alive, the Kate Smith statue never goes nowhere. In fact, they would have probably put it inside the stadium, if anything. But I always said from the day that happened, I now call it the curse of Kate Smith. Because the Flyers organization didn't have enough balls to step up to these people and tell them to kiss your ass. That it was, and I told my cousin that the one year I said it's the curse of Kate Smith. The Flyers will never win another Stanley Cup. And I went to a Flyers game this year because I took my son. My son's never been to a Flyers game. And if you're going to live in Philadelphia, you have to at least experience every sport. With that being said, matter of fact, I got it on YouTube. I took my son to Claude Giroux's 1,000th game. And it was a good game. Turned out to be a great game. But yeah, so you know what? Speaking about that, I did go. I was at the very first Wings inaugural game in the 1980s, when lacrosse first came to Philadelphia, and I remember what I bought. I bought a black corduroy Philadelphia Wings hat. Thinking about that, that's how long ago when corduroy was in play, and yeah, no, I like the Wings. I think the Wings are cool. I'm not a huge lacrosse fan, but I would go and watch it. But I want to tell you about the hockey. If you remember, oh really? Maybe we can go to a game. How many tickets do you get? How many tickets you get for you? Just a couple? But you'll remember this because you're in the Mummers. The year the Flyers played the St. Louis Blues when they won. Oh, cool. Yeah, let me know, dude. Maybe we'll meet up. The year the Flyers played the St. Louis Blues, somebody in the Mummers Association knew someone that worked for the St. Louis Blues, and they invited the guys, the team, or some of the players or whatever from the St. Louis Blues to one of the bars on 2nd Street, I believe it was. And they adopted the song Gloria, if you remember. That's the year that the St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup. They played that song at the clubhouse, and I saw that on the news. And when I seen that, I'm like, "That's my team. That's my new hockey team." And that was before they won the Stanley Cup. Call it jumping on the bandwagon if you want it, but I didn't know. And I actually have it on my Facebook somewhere along my timeline. You see me write about I was done with the Flyers, and that yeah. Oh, was now were the players at the bar you were at? If it was, what bar was that? But that was the day I said, that's my new team. I didn't know who I was going to choose. Besides, Craig Berube was coaching. I think they had another Flyer or two that was on the team. So, and the sucky part about it is I can't ever watch the St. Louis Blues games because, I got FiOS here, so I got FiOS. So I do get the NHL network, I think. But, it's very rare that I get to watch it, so. But all that stuff since the Flyers happened, I really haven't followed hockey at all. I am going to a couple Phillies games. I'm going in June, and I believe in May. I'm going when they're playing the Anaheim Angels. Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Dave. What do you think about my the Mummers interviews? I really enjoy doing them. Matter of fact, and the reason how I thought about that was New Year's Day. Again, I was doing my YouTube, and I live streamed. Yeah, Phillies games are always fun to go to, but I live streamed the Mummers Parade. And I got like a ton of watches on it. People from all over. Cool, I appreciate it. Know what you can do if you want to do me a favor? Number one, hit that like button on here. And, just share throw it up there on my, on all over social media about me, Johnny Belize. About the Mummers and, whatever it is. At one time, before my other channel got shut down, I had close to 800 subscribers on my channel, close to 1,000. And I work full time, so I'm not a full time YouTuber. And if you make it in YouTube, you start making a little bit of money on it. And I always thought that was cool. Another reason why I do my YouTube channel is February of 2021, I was diagnosed with colon cancer. As a matter of fact, I was a stage 3 cancer, and I had surgery. They got the cancer out of me. I did chemo, the whole 9 yards. And, I always wanted to do videos because I didn't know which way this was going to turn. And I always wanted, like, God forbid if this went south, and, knock on wood, I'm doing well. But, I want my family to always have video of me. And just think about it. I'm going to be 49 years old, and these videos are going to be around forever. So I already got 2 grandkids, and when they get older and stuff like that, you always have these videos to go on. But Dave, I want to thank you for joining in, and I thank you for jumping on and having conversation with me, because that's what I want these. That's what I want these videos to be. 8 months turning 36. God bless you, dude. God bless you. But I want to do these on a regular basis. I want to draw more of a crowd. And, we jump on, we do these live videos. we can interact just like this and have conversations about, you know, whatever topics you want to have. But Dave, thank you for joining in, and for everybody who watches this video at another time, do me a favor, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, spread the word. I'm a local guy trying to do it up on YouTube. For myself and my buddy Dave here that just joined in, we'll talk to you guys soon. As soon as I figured out how to turn this baby off.